triggers you because Dave will use it even more if that's the case. The flight path, though, we'll talk about it very quickly. Not too impactful. The flight path on Sandhawk being the smallest competitive map in the competitive pool, a 4x4 kilometer map, as opposed to the massive 8x8 kilometer maps of Erangel and Miramar. So these teams have been able to at least spread out. But Dave, once again, just the same as it was yesterday, it's going to be a bit of a contest for Hot 10.
Yeah, Clarity looking like they're going to be getting there first over here. Clarity will have the east side of Hot 10. Oh, no! Boot camp, though. Boot camp, Rusty versus the God Squad of God Squads. Looks like only 2 members left alive for the God Squad of God Squads, down to just 1. Triggs. Maybe a 1v1 situation. Big Giggle Stick, the last remaining member of the Rusty Squad, will be taken down and out. God Squad of God Squad, the kings and queens of
compound, though, where one of the members of Oppie Boppie is currently lying in wait on the ground in the front position. Opens the door.
He shut the door.
Oh, man. Bamlin going to be knocked down because of it. Chaotic with a quick snap on the M416 will be able to at least claim victory over the first of the Baby Yodas. Oh, Littlefoot J comes up the building, tries to get the spray down. Chaotic, and Littlefoot J reigns supreme there. The trade back coming in for the Baby Yodas will be likely enough to secure them the res. And also the nice kills. Oppie Boppie trying to bomb in. And the Roni, they're coming in. They're coming in. Where's Littlefoot? Where's Littlefoot?
The slip and slide.
Oh, she went inside to res her teammate.
Oh,
Ty
no.
Bamlin's going to be getting res right now, but the other 3 are coming out. Littlefoot's not going to be pulling off for that res just yet. Here's the commotion coming in, and now come the other Baby Yodas bombing in and a Roni of their own, trying to keep their team safe, Dave. Oh. This is a beautiful display coming in from the Baby Yodas, who found themselves in a very vulnerable, very exposed position when they opened that door.
Yeah. I mean, we saw Bamlin's, open the door. They saw that prone player. They didn't want to breach the compound, so they tried to close the door like a courteous citizen here on Sandhawk. But instead, we're received, or at least greeted, with bullets, the BM. So, of course, Littlefoot had to respond out here. Looks like the Bop Squad going to be, not bopping too well right now because they slid in with that Ronnie, putting them at a disadvantage. And now it looks like they're just down to 1 more member, Nomad Roth, to just continue.
Croatio, K-Cams. Wow.
Oh, dude, I thought they were getting out of there. I thought they were like, oh, yeah, they're going to go insurance policy thing, just continue to live.
They were leaving too, Dave. That was an incredibly difficult shot.
Yeah, okay, hopefully they can take this momentum because that was amazing. But I see Antarctic Foxes, though, also making the pull-up onto the Baby Yodas, Esquire. So they had a great little fight right there, but hopefully they can continue to survive. They are kind of
trying to find any angle of approach that they can find inside of these buildings. 2 of them already going to be down here. Littlefoot J investigating as well. Walks in, immediately going to be sprayed down by Soul King and his teammate holding the 2 corners. I mean, just a beautiful catch there by the members of Arctic. But now Ty is trying to disengage. He knows that the compound is compromised. He's got to get over to his other 2 teammates, Amend and Croatio. It's going to be a similar situation to what the other team trying to disengage found themselves in. Thankfully, though. Oh, K-Cams! Again!
Another snipe.
Again!
Oh, man.
A headshot. Car 98 connection. The boy don't quit, Dave.
Wow. Yeah, that's impressive. Impressive, to say at least, over here. And they're going
to have to go on the second smallest island of Sanhok. Well, it's just going to be at least... Oh, Croatio! Can we just only spectate Croatio, guys? I think that's...
Yeah. Let's see what's going on right here, because, I mean, they're just on fire right now, connecting these snipes right here. I mean, turning on the heat, Esquire. My goodness, now is the time, most definitely.
Playing Jedi mind tricks or something.
Their way on into those compounds over there. So, looking to get the revenge. Yes, indeed. And looks like they are going to find themselves in quite the pickle, because over here in the north of this circle, we got Hitman swimming on up to play that lifeguard role for the team, as Clarity up here on the high ground going to be taking shots, unloading these QBUs and trying to take down 4 up.
Members of 64 left on their feet are going to be exposed. They have been spotted by at least Ethan. Information going to be fed back over to the rest of the team. They lose Hitman in the process. Big damage coming out from Hoshi's gun on the members of Clarity, but Babbler has pushed up. He's got a very close position.
To swim, trying to
reposition. The kill
reposition.
feed?
Yeah, but over here, the Vector, the suppressed Vector, Babbler breaching the shorelines here, popping their heads above the water to take some shots on the Hoshi. Hoshi trying to remain calm behind that grill, but will be spotted, will be thirsted in return. RJX Live, the last remaining member, 464 up, trying to defend their compound from the beach end. This is Normandy 2.0 out here with the QBU, the revive onto broke status. Clarity looking to make the aggressive push. They know the revive is coming on out. Babbler hopping on over the wall, looking, missed them, but broken status spotted once again, and Babbler getting the wraparound, and Clarity is going to be annihilated here in, I believe that was 11th position. Yeah, because High Cloud went out in 10th right behind him, and they should be able to get the revive. And the Baby Yodas, that was where the Baby Yodas took the initial engagement earlier on. They were able to push them out of their compound. But we got the Dragon Gaming main out here with the Ronnie. They're having quite the challenging journey as they're just trying to continue to survive, and their positions are going to be compromised, getting third party, getting fourth partied. Remember, this is Sandhawk. Yeah, I don't believe you're going to be safe. I don't even know where Pentalaw is. Pentalaw is not even near this. They're going to be in the circle all the way out there safe, or will they risk it and go straight between Baby Yodas and Antarctic Fox as well? Clarity, they've been doing a really good job this game with their rotations. Let's hope they don't throw it away right now.
They're going to have to make a pretty quick decision here, but it looks like they are at least lingering in thought while they try to come to a consensus on how they're going to approach this Western Circle, Dave. Either way they go, if it's slightly up towards the north or slightly down to the south, they will be clashing with a team. But if they opt to take the far rotation, which it looks like they might be angling towards right now, it could pay big dividends for this squad. But Rusty Mofos, well, Big Giggle Sticks rather, is going to be dying in the blue zone. Not exactly sure what happened, but they are going to be left with one member left alive, Scarvenger, to compete against the F-Looters, who are trying to at least clear around this northern border of phase number 4. They know that something's up here on the rock.
Oh, no.
They're going to be peeking against the Defector in full effect, but it's no match for the M416 headshot coming in from Regimes to wipe out the Rusty Mofos in 8th place position.
Yeah, I mean, trying their best there to carry the Rusty Mofos flag to victory. And we were questioning Clarity and how they will rotate on into this new circle just a couple seconds ago. Looks like they will find themselves within the new circle, but Antarctic Fox is doing everything in their power to keep them at bay and to keep them from pushing ever so closer. Looks like 3 of the members from Wildcard actually opted to be aggressive onto Mars and push a little more towards the outer bands of this new circle to try to clear that area on up, and they were successful in just that.
Big Nate coming in for sharp shot there to close out the hopes and dreams of the Mars squad on the northeastern side of the circle. Now we are left with 6 teams alive, and Clarity has been able to at least find the opening frag and the engagement with the likes of the Arctic Foxes now inside of this compound. Look at the flank presenting itself by Ethan right now on top of Tastu. That could be the 5th kill stacked on top of Clarity's kill count.
Yeah, I don't even think Tastu is aware of Ethan's position, and Babbler is going to attempt to get the initial knock onto the fight, and Ethan coming up right behind with the surprise, but Babbler is going to be knocked down and out right there. Now the repositioning happening with Tastu. We pretty much got a Tastu versus Ethan engagement happening right now because Soul King and the other members of Antarctic Foxes are trying to defend their compounds over here. Looks like Ethan will be getting the better half of that one. But this fight, we were talking about it earlier. Once when you start a fight, you open yourself up to that third party. I see a squad, Antarctic Esports, trying to make the approach and fight their arch rivals, Antarctic Foxes, right now. And unfortunate for Clarity, they're going to be that sandwich. They're going to be that PB and J right smack in the middle of this rivalry.
Raw Fresh about the crest over the hillside. It might be greeted with a few kills to possibly steal away. And there it is. Sees it. Is going to capitalize on it. The 6th kill point for members of Arctic Esports so far in this game. But they've also spotted out the remaining member of Clarity. Ethan goes down. Kill going to be stolen away once again. The 7th now for the members of Arctic Esports, Dave. This is how you capitalize both Clarity And the Antarctic Foxes have lost a ton in the process and really gained nothing. It's the members of Arctic Esports that come in with the mop and clean it all up.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, who really is the winner out of this one? Definitely not Clarity. Which Arctic squad is the coldest over here? Who will be the one to actually make the snowman here on Sandhawk? Well, Antarctic Foxes and Arctic Esports are going to be duking it out here once again with a 2v2 down here in the edge of the South. While on the opposite end of this, you have Wildcard up there in the North, just trying to steamroll the rest of the lobby, trying to clean this one up and maybe even get another chicken dinner. 6 kills so far this game. Looks like the Honey Badger will be opening up on your boy, Mr. Harry P, aka Frodo, taking him in. The beast down, and now it just leaves Regimes, the last remaining member for F Looters. They have a tree for cover, but Keenan has them in their sightlines.
Tell you what, Dave, these wildcard guys have been incredibly fun to watch. The gun skill that these guys have at least displayed as individuals has been insane. Honey Badger's flicks have been on fire. Pentalol has just been putting the notches on his gun for every single kill, and it's getting full, Dave. It is getting full. They spot out though Arctic Esports across the zone here in phase number 5, and will be putting out some pressure in that direction. 4 teams remain, 10 players alive, and the baby Yodas have now spotted out the Antarctic Foxes. They're going to be trying to at least capitalize. Crayshow K-Cams has had an insane game so far. 3 kills to their name, 5 kills for the entirety of the Baby Yodas, and at least the 4th place position secured, Dave, is exactly the direction they need to be heading up the leaderboards.
Wow, very lucky for them to be able to get the revive on their squad mate. Not going to be very far from the circle as well. Right on the trail, though, we do see 2 members from Wildcard trying to make the push on up and annihilate the last 2 remaining members of Baby Yodas. Here comes the grenades from Keenan. Lock and loaded, prepping it, ready to let it loose. Gonna be tossing that one up. Gonna be landing right onto the doorsteps of where the Baby Yodas previously were. Looks like the Baby Yodas will be pushing on out right into the hands of Soul King from Antarctic Foxes. But before they can even get there, Arctic Esports is looking down and out.
Ooh, Crayshow coming in with a nice spray down to take out Crawfresh of that squad. Now we are going to be left with 2 teams remaining, Dave. This is a beautiful display here for Wildcard to possibly take down another chicken dinner. It's a 4v1 scenario. Crayshow, who has been an insane player this game, is now going to be faced with Honey Badger. Takes down the first one. A lot of grenades thrown up on top of his position, but it's the shots coming in from Pentalol with the QBU that end up closing the game out for Wildcard with 22 points, 10 from the chicken dinner, and 12 from kills alone. And they continue to very, very much so dominantly ride high, Dave, on top of the leaderboards for Lobby D.
Yeah, I mean, riding high, maybe not as high as High Cloud, but definitely doing everything in their power to remain on top of the leaderboards in Lobby D. Now, I gotta say, a lot of people, lately have been like, oh, Sandhawk for Vikendi, Sandhawk for Vikendi. I think keep Sandhawk in. Sandhawk is definitely entertaining. The fast pace of the game is definitely needed, especially kind of like the halftime to change things up between Miramar and Erangel. Let's just add Vikendi in it, though. Why can't we all just be friends? Vikendi, Sandhawk, Miramar, everything. Erangel as well.
How about this?
All friends.
2 rounds of Erangel, 2 rounds of Miramar, 1 round of both Sandhawk and Vikendi. Get that variety. It's the spice of life. That's what we want to see in PUBG competitive esports because, I mean, Dave, why not? At this stage in the game, I think Vikendi is very much so ready to make its debut into competitive. You might not agree with that, but Dave, I think it's going to be great for the whole PUBG esports experience. We'll see if Dave and I have the move and sway to make that happen. Probably not, but we will see. Guys, that's going to be game number 4 for the day in the books. We have 2 more games to play out here for the 12-game series. Games number 11 and games number 12 over on Erangel 2.0 are going to be coming up in just a few minutes.